What's up, YouTube? Ace Trainer Luke here, and first off, I just wanted to say thanks for a great year. 2025 was really good to me, and this channel is definitely a big part of it. I get a lot of fulfillment out of just making these videos, so I really appreciate all of your support along the way. In today's video, we'll be playing Pokemon Regulation J and using a Pecharunt team I made all the way back at the beginning of the regulation. We end up making it all the way to top 25 on the ranked ladder, and I try to be instructive and commentate on the games as I go. As always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment, and if you want to see more content like this, feel free to leave me a like. Hope you guys enjoy. And I just got recommended the wildest video. Santa's Cozy Moment framed TV art. Gallery wallpapers, 1 million views. What even is that? It's a terrible matchup, by the way, to start the stream. Eek. For these ones, Dundozo and Tetsugira need to come out, or else it's like doomed. Otherwise, yeah, it's not great. I can lead Grimmsnarl, maybe. How is Pecharunt? If I bring it, I got a Terra Normal. Which maybe is fine. I think we'd chill with this. Pecharunt could definitely put in some work here. But it could also not put in some work. See what happens. I'm not taking this too seriously. I don't have a damage calculator pulled up. We're just having fun. I played the 7 games that you see that I played. We're just on my couch this morning, so. We'll go for a couple hours, see where we get. Offensive right away, eh? Light screen, obviously fine. But more than that, I have half a mind to Sucker Punch. The other thing I could do is Sucker Punch Protect. I think this is Sash Calyrex. I kind of do. If they're expecting the Sucker Punch, though, it becomes real awkward. But I think I gotta go for this. The thing is, like, a Scarf, Dark Pulse, and Dash Barrage definitely kills Miraidon. So I'll Sucker here. And that's not what I wanted to see. Because it's probably Terra. I could have gone for the Spirit Break, too. Which I do think would have been interesting, but... Okay, this means Calyrex isn't protecting, which is a good start. I don't know why they would Terra Ghost there, actually. It is Sash, that's what we expected. Yep. I didn't expect Heat Wave, though, so that's not ideal. It's a lot of damage. Okay. I think Grimmsnarl will survive here. And we'll take this turn to get a light screen up. Could even Sucker Punch the Chi-Yu, by the way. That is interesting. Huh. Hey, yo. I think this works. There's no way they just give me the Calyrex. I'm gonna say they don't. This is so funny. Yeah, I don't know why they Terra'd Ghost. Oh, Fake Out. They were worried about Fake Out Grim. That makes sense. Yeah. This is so funny. This is so funny, actually. I think this KOs. I don't actually know my calcs, but Chi-Yu is not a bulky Pokemon. Goodbye. It's funny. You can't say it's not funny. Those kind of situations are why I'm Terra Dark, by the way, because you usually never Terra your Grimmsnarl. And in testing, I was like, well, might as well be Terra Dark to try to like get a big Sucker Punch off occasionally. So now I still have Sucker Punch pressure on the Calyrex. Chi-Yu being off the field is good for me. Landorus coming in is fine. Would you be Scarf? No, we know you're not Scarf because we saw a Scarf on the Chi-Yu. So... Sandsear Storm could come out. So I think I'm just going to Light Screen. And we're going to Volt Switch into the slot. Let's see what the fuck's going to go on. Goes for the double. It's totally fine by me. I could have maybe gone for a Spirit Break, but I'm expecting Sandsear Storm here. Get this KO. Curious what their last mon would be. Rillaboom's honestly not amazing. And that's what I kind of suspect. Oh, it could be Zama. Zama's actually way better than Rillaboom. So if they brought the Restricted, we're in a decent position. If they brought Rillaboom, it's a little harder. Yeah, this is what I thought would happen. That is a lot of damage, even through the damn... So we don't lose any ground by going into... Yeah, we don't lose any ground by going into here. Because if I want to go Tatsugiri, I can just switch out next turn. It is Zamazenta. Okay, great. Have they terrestrialized yet? They haven't. And this makes me really happy. Light Screen is up. I'm feeling pretty good about this game, honestly. Honestly think this could just be over, to be honest with you. I could double Protect to Scout. I don't think that's bad. I don't think I need to worry about running out of Light Screen turns. I could obviously go for a Volt Switch. I'm just gonna double Protect because the Zama this gets a turn of Leftovers recovery, and if the Zama protects, I can get a big Volt Switch off on that. And Light Screen just went up, so we don't need to worry about it. So Landorus did not protect. Neither did Zamazenta. Which I think honestly is totally fair play. Totally fair play. I would have really liked to body press into... That thing is wild, by the way. I would have really liked to get a Volt Switch off on the Zama there, but I was worried about Protect and then it sniping me. But this should still be fine. I think the threat is you. So I'll Wave Crash. I don't think... Was there a reason... I don't think there would have been a reason. They didn't Terra... Oh, they Terra'd their Chi-Yu. I did forget about that. Yeah, this was still, I think, what I would have done. I'm just thinking it through, though. These still should both outspeed me, even with my speed boost. Because I have a lot of bulk in the Sundo Zone less. Ugh, man. This is turning into a pretty ugly game for them, honestly. Unfortunately. Feel a little bit bad, but not that bad. Come on now. Alright, Landorus will go away. We know it can't be Focus Sash. We saw it on the... Whatchamacallit? Saw it on the Calyrex, and now this is just a win. It's just literally... from here, it's just, are they going to make me play it out or not? Which I don't know. Let's see if they want to. No. Okay, GG's. She gets the Master Ball tier, right? Ah, you didn't update me. I should have gone out and then go back in. I was 5-2 before, so now I'm 6-2, but Didn't update. That's fine. I don't know. Was this rank 10 or do we get a real rank? So we have to go rank 10 again. That's fine. I know what I'm doing here. I better get my double points after this, though. That is important to me. What do I do against these teams again? I definitely lead this, and then I think I go down. Dozo, Geary in the back. Just want to cover for the options. So Annihilate Magearna, Terra Electric, Electric Drift into Magearna, Iron Head into Calyrex. Anything else, I think we can figure out on the fly. Great lead for us, honestly. We know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly what we're doing. I'm really curious because we would have gone, if that had updated, we would have been in Master Ball tier. But with that, without it updating, I don't know how it works. It's fine. Terra. Presuming this kills. Iron Head for final gambit. Chip reduction. Interesting. I mean, we take an Iron Head into this thing, obviously. This should do over like 50%. If this kills Magearna, I think we're in an extremely... could we protect as well? Okay. Terastallization, but this is probably defensive against the Tusk, if I had to guess. Okay. So this game becomes a lot more interesting. Terra Grass is good for them. Does over 50. Terra Grass is good for them. This is Trick Room, undoubtedly. Still does. Actually, that wouldn't have KO'd. Fascinating. Okay. Now I have to think. I still don't think Trick Room's worth it for everything they just went through. Is there a last one? Amoonguss. Potentially. Is it worth double protecting? Actually, I don't think Trick Room is that bad for me here. So I think normally, like with Trick Room teams like this, you stall it out. But I actually think the only way we really get hurt by Trick Room is by like getting Annihilate. Or it's just, so the only way Dondozo gets hurt here is by getting Annihilate. And what I mean by that is... Sorry, just thinking. Annihilate can final gambit us. So I think we have to go straight into this and try to get through Amon quickly. Okay, we high horsepower misses. Third cannon misses. Outplayed. I mean, if they were targeting, they were targeting in that slot. Wave Crash is probably 2 at KO and Calyrex from here. How many turns at Trick Room? 3. So they could protect and then into protect again. But that is concerning. But I think I have to go for it. I really want to force Annihilate in early. Magearna is annoying as fuck. There's no doubt about it, but Terra Grass is what's keeping them in the game here. All right, let's Wave Crash here. I'm not gonna Earthquake. Want to get big damage. Annihilate? 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 No, it wouldn't be Annihilate. It's gonna be Amoonguss, right? Yeah. Okay. Annoying. annoying. All right, we got a game. Oh my god, that is not defensive Amoonguss. No crit or nothing that just does that much. Okay. Final Gambits would be annoying. So what I'll do is I'll sub. Yeah. This should be Scarf Annihilate. And so we should always be slower, right, in Trick Room. And I want to see Final Gambit here. Perfect. And the sub blocks it. It's going to fade, but Annihilate's going to die. I mean, if that's not outplayed, I don't know what is. Okay. I think we need to sub again next turn. I actually have never seen that interaction before, so I was pausing because I was like, that's how it works, right? But I was pretty confident. Okay, Calyrex again. They can obviously, thing is I have to sub because Electric Terrain's gonna be expiring. I could go for it here though, because I can always sub next turn. Actually, that's kind of tempting. It's either sub or Wave Crush this slot. Yeah, I'll do this. I can always sub next turn. They're just gonna forfeit? I think they just didn't want to play because, like, I think that's definitely a playable position. All right, 2-0 to start the stream. Cool. They're probably just salty about the way Annihilate went down. It's funny. Next, we're gonna get an update. We did an update last time. Yeah. 82. Man. Like, really? Speaking of Pecharunt, I think it's pretty good here. Double fake out. I definitely don't hate this. The thing that's always annoying about this is if they lead, if they're just willing to risk a speed tie, is finding him a ride-on switch in. How is Dondozo Tatsukiri? Because I'm leading these two, and I'm either bringing Grimmsnarl, Iron Treads, or I'm bringing Dondozo Tatsukiri. It's pretty good. I would have to terrestrialize it, most likely. It can struggle to do damage. So because of that, I'm shying away from it. Just gonna have to play our positions really carefully. This is the type of game where if you can get like one knockout, it can go a long way. And oftentimes, whoever gets the first knockout actually is able to use that to their advantage to push through the rest of the game. Because these pivoting teams with like the double fake out, I could take a big risk here, by the way. Let's see who gets faster though. So they actually show that they're at either Choice Scarf or we're speed tying. I'm not sure which one. How do I feel about just raw Draco? Because I'm Covert Cloak, they might not know that. The other thing would be switching into Grimmsnarl. I think I'm always gonna do this. And like protecting. See if we can get a play right. Okay, this is what I wanted. Win a speed tie. Oh, fuck. Either Scarf That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I had it lined up. It's fine though. Val? Rillaboom, okay. This is not the worst case scenario though. As long as we hit both poison gases. That Draco I wasn't as like wanting to hit. I mean, we take it, but it's fine. Okay. I mean, honestly, pretty good. Like, obviously, I would have rather clear the Miraidon, but this is... I'm not going to say this is a bad position. We also kept our Terra. So that's twice they've outspeeded me. So we definitely need to keep the possibility of Choice Scarf in mind. But it looks like a lot of damage on the Pecharunt, but maybe it just does that much. I don't really want to Poison Gas again. Sometimes in these positions, I do like to Poison Gas again to cover for a switch. But Malignant Chain can get a poison anyway. And I think I'm so far ahead. Is it worth Terastallizing? I'm gonna say no. I still might end up later in the game, but we'll save that for now. I'm Covert Cloak so they can't fake me out. I'm Covert Cloak so they can't fake me out. They just faked me out twice. I think they like forgot. They had some points too. They were like a top 500 opponent. We gotta get out of here to reset the drop we took from Draco Meteor. So I think getting the screens up now is what I would want to do. This might be the end of Rillaboom, by the way. After poison, I think so. Don't knock off my Pecharunt. That would be unfortunate. Yay! Going? Going into Great Tusk to pressure the Rillaboom, or pressure the Incineroar would have been interesting there. I actually kind of wish I had, but Great Tusk is also super valuable in this matchup, so I don't know. I could set a Reflect up, but I really want this Incineroar gone. I don't know if Spirit Break's gonna get it. Okay, that's fine. It's kind of annoying that they have that as a sack if they need it later. I have a tiny bit of speed investment on my Grimmsnarl, so I think I'll outspeed. I don't know, sometimes people are running pretty fast Grimmsnarls though. Miraidon comes out. I actually kind of like the terrain being up, the grassy terrain. Let's see if I can get this here. Okay, after, yeah, perfect. Okay. Rocky Helmet, Incineroar. Pecharunt Gaming, man. I'm telling you, this is what it's about. Okay. Calyrex out. So, Rillaboom is so low, these are basically the last two Pokemon. I think if they commit completely, they will KO my Pecharunt. But if Pecharunt gets a Poison Gas off here, I think it's almost auto loss for them. The scariest thing is them actually getting Trick Room up. Poison Gas, and I'm gonna Light Screen. Terra's very interesting. to me. That I guess these aren't very offensive Pokemon. That's actually good. I would really like to get a Poison Gas up. I'll feel very confident about sealing up the game if I can. I don't know based off the damage calcs if I'll be able to though. Oh, nice. Okay, awesome. Hit both times. One. Second one I think is more important. Hit, hit, hit. Yeah. Hurt yourself, hurt yourself, hurt yourself. This is how you play Pecharunt. You get screens up and you poison shit. Let's see. Okay. Actually, Glacial Lance is way better than... Woo! I did some damage. Glacial Lance is way better than the other one. Oh wait, how do I want to play this? And I still have Terra available, right? I do. It's definitely here. And I think I'll just get a Reflect Up. I don't think there's anything else to do. Yeah, Trick Room. They needed a Trick Room there. That would have been the way to go for them, I think. I don't see any reason. There's nothing better to do with the Grimmsnarl here. We should just get a screen up. Okay. That doesn't always kill, but with the chip... Well, with the crit, it definitely will. And with the chip damage, it also would. Okay. Let's see what happens here. I don't think this thing can really touch... I don't think this thing can really touch my treads. So it will be grassy terrain for the rest of the game. Now, if you're locked into drift, I always win. Just don't know if you are or not. Fake Out is available to them. It is scary. Do I want to double protect? I think so. Yeah, I think I will double protect. And then I don't know if with the terrain, if Rillaboom goes down next turn or not. It's always double protect here. Alright, they're just going to give it up. So I think they were probably locked in a drift and they saw that as a foregone conclusion. Off to a hot start for Pecharunt Gaming. 3 battles, 3 wins. 178. Alright, what am I going to have to do? I don't want to play this game. They have so many threatening Pokemon. Alright. Fuck. I don't think it can be Pecharunt here. Is it crazy not to bring any restricted Pokemon? I might not bring any. Like Pecharunt, I can't. And then, so I really feel confident about these first 3. But like Miraidon in the back, just like, kind of feels like it might not be it. It's good against the Urshifu, but like, would you even bring Urshifu here? Into like, what would Urshifu really do to you for you into this? You know? Meanwhile, my Treads, if they bring their own Miraidon, which I think they will, and there's no change in terrains, gets a speed boost. If there's no Tailwind, it outspeeds Scarf GU. Outspeeds non-booster Flutter. Outspeeds Miraidon. Hits Calyrex for super effective damage. It feels really weird, but like, I think this is it. Although, you know it's not a good matchup when you're not bringing any of your restricteds. Okay, so for me, I just want to get rid of this Whimsicott ASAP. I think that's the first step. That's fine. It's gonna be a lot of damage though. I wonder if they're like banded. Yeah, there's Tailwind. How much does this do? I can't win. I might just forfeit quickly so we can get another game. That did so much damage. Holy shit balls. I guess I'll play like 1 or 2 more turns, but I did not expect that at all. Did not. Maybe it was Pecharunt. Pecharunt would have matched up way better into this. Did it go through a Grimmsnarl like that? I do wonder if it's banded. Yeah, we were afraid of that. So this needs to KO or I lose. That's what it comes down to. This needs to KO or I lose. And I don't think it will. So Endeavor plus attack. That's why I really wanted to get rid of the Whimsicott. I think I had the right idea here, but I see like a very not real world. Oh, I should have protected there, in which I win. Yeah. I think I needed to protect there, then do what I did. Then Tailwind would have been over. But it still wouldn't have mattered. I can forfeit this. Okay, I mean, close team sheet. Sometimes you get boned like that. And we certainly did. 96, top 100 opponent. Oh, why are they hitting me with these closed team sheets? Teams, what does Fur even do? I know it gets follow me. Does it get Endeavor? It might. Okay. This, I think, is a Pecharunt game. Certainly. And then Hmm. So what I think is I think this could be solo dozo, and we have 19 seconds. I wanna check if Furret gets Endeavor. If we're gonna have to fight this, we might as well check. Do you get Endeavor? I don't see it. But hand follow me, slam, hyper voice, baton pass, amnesia. Endeavor as a TM, it does get it. Okay, I'd be surprised if it didn't have it. To be honest with you. So probably also Focus Sash. Risk. So my item, finding my items is not a huge deal here. I honestly feel fine terrestrializing. Furret is a big question mark here. Does it get it probably gets taunt, but I'm not too worried about taunt. Knockoff, okay. Makes sense, because you know I'm citrus. Moongeist Beam, okay. Does it get Encore? I don't see it, which is nice. Okay. Just want to get the Reflect up now. Oh, I actually missed this fucking thing, which is tragic. So I'll take this time to get a Reflect up. Do I want a Poison Gas or do I want a Malignant Chain? Oh, Poison Gas. Maybe get a Furret Switch or something? Yeah, cool. Okay, this is really good to get poisons on both these Pokemon. Okay. Fine, though. Interesting. Okay. So if it's gonna be like that, let me do this and this. They're just going for the Terapagos right away? Yeah. Fine. I guess this will be double effective on my Pecharunt, but I wasn't really worried about it, to be honest with you. Yep. Maybe this could be a thing. Let's see how much this does. If it KOs my Pecharunt, we could be in some problems. I didn't think it would. I don't have my Citrus Berry, which kind of sucks. Poison here would be really good. Nice. Makes up for missing that Poison Gas earlier. Poison, Puppeteer. I'll just go for Spirit Break here. I don't think I want to reveal Sucker Punch yet. Like, if this was open team sheet, I would consider Sucker Punching the Lunala. But it's closed, and Sucker Punch isn't the most common move on Grim. And I could see them switching out here. So instead I'll go for this thing. And I'll just Hex in case I get it off, even though I probably won't. Okay, yeah, exactly. If this is Furret, it's fine. It is. No big deal. Let's see if they get this attack off. They do. That's 2 Terra Starstorms used. We might have to keep that in mind. This will KO Pecharunt. It will not KO Grimmsnarl unless it crit, which it did not. Also could be Specs Terapagos, because I don't think we saw leftovers. I'll pay attention this turn, though. Big special attack drop. Huge. Okay, I'm going to bring in Miraidon. I'm going to think about this. Spirit Break is just kind of good into everything. And you're not going to tell me if Furret survives a Miraidon Volt Switch, even if I'm not Specs. So if this is Lunala, I'll take my -1. I'll go from there. If it's Volk, I might get burned, which actually burn would be so annoying. But, so this is why I brought Solo Dondozo, actually. I thought it could be good here. Interesting game, for sure. I really don't want to get Spirit Break burns. Flame Body Burn, more accurately. But, I mean, the special attack drop on Volk's not bad. Rocky Helmet. No Flame Body, though. That's really nice. Okay. That would have been a good Pokemon to poison, is the only thing. Now, this is why I didn't show them this, because I think I might have this. Have you? Yes, you've Terra'd. So if I get this Sucker Punch off, I definitely win. Yes, okay, cool. They didn't expect it. Great. I shouldn't say definitely win, but I probably win. And that's why I didn't want to reveal it earlier, because I figured there would be a more opportune time to use it. Interesting play. How much does this do? It doesn't KO. I do get the Flame Body. That's fine, though. At this stage, I just needed one big Wave Crash. Can they double KO me here? With Terra Starstorm. They might be able to. Ooh, this is going to be a close finish. I don't think Protect is it. Not this turn, anyway. Okay, it's fine. I've got Light Screen up. If Dondozo survives, I think we win. If it doesn't, I think we lose. Okay, it wasn't even that close. I wonder if I could still lose somehow. So I have no Bolt Miraidon, Rocky Helmet. Get some leftovers recovery. Shouldn't die to burn, so this would make it still get a poison tick. That's not really relevant at this point in the game. Okay. What's the optimal way to play this? Tailwind is up. I'll never die because I have leftovers. So it might just be double protect. How many turns of electric terrain left? 2. There ain't no way you're surviving though. So is it protect, and go for there? I don't actually know. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't think Miraidon dies, to be clear. But is there an optimal way to do this? Probably. It's a 4th pair of Starstorm. Could you be Scarf? I think I'm gonna go for this turn. I don't think it's impossible in their Scarf, but I think it's much more likely their Specs. It would just feel so bad to get crit on the Miraidon. That was actually a huge mistake by me. Am I gonna get uber punished for this? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I had light screen up. Okay, I was worried for nothing. That's not even close. I just wanted more time to consider that end game, and I should have done this last turn, but it's whatever. We take the top 100 win. Okay. Whew. Probably have us like somewhere in the top 50, maybe a little higher. I might have coffee, but it's almost 8, so it's probably a good thing. Yours. 59, okay. Gotta be honest with you, I don't love what I see. I do not. This, I think, will be difficult. But this thing's not bad. I think I might drop Miraidon here. Miraidon is really tough here. Who do I want to Terra? I don't actually know. Maybe, honestly, Pecharunt. This is doable, but it's not easy. Yeah. I will try this. I think I need to get some poisons down and play it slow and try to navigate towards an end game where I can take a chance to win. Easier said than done, obviously. Zacian Rillaboom. There's not Pecharunt. Okay. Totally acceptable. The only thing I am a bit worried about here is a Reed and a Woodhammer into Dondozo, which I'm going to switch in for Grimmsnarl. If they make that play, they make that play. Yeah, simple as that. And I think I will Greed and go for Malignant Chain instead of Poison Gas. It's always a bit of a debate which one to go for. But I can't poison the Zacian, so We'll take our chance here. Yeah, it's fine. Hopefully Behemoth Blade into that slot. That's really good. This is what... Oh. Well, I was actually hoping to see it into the other one, but this is fine. Good our Citrus Berry. Good use out of it. See if this Malignant Chain poisons. It does so much damage. Hello. Citrus Berry Rillaboom? What? Let's do this. Glad I'm Malignant Chain. I actually wasn't paying attention to Grassy Terrain, and I didn't see my Pecharunt was faster. I'm just assuming I am. Okay, fine. Sucks that the Intimidate gets down here, but whatever. Bit of a risky play, because if I just go into let my guy there, you don't get anything out of this. Okay, 50-50 on the poison, which checks out. Okay. I didn't bring Miraidon, although, yeah, I didn't bring Miraidon. I would like to change the terrain if I can, but I'm just gonna wave crash that slot. I don't know what's going on. Leftovers Incineroar, and then Citrus Berry, Rillaboom, and this opponent's not terribly low ranked, so usually you expect. I mean, they're top 500. I actually don't know if I can pick up from there. I suspect I probably can, but I think it's gonna be close. Okay. This looks kind of stupid because Grimmsnarl's just in the back, but I mean, I'm honestly feeling pretty good about my position, all things considered. If I need to, Pecharunt should be able to deal with Rillaboom later. So we'll keep it around. Yeah, that's not too surprising. But if this is Rillaboom, it's still going to take a lot of damage. And nothing else really wants to take a Wave Crash. Yeah. I think we won't pick up here, but we should get to about half. And then next turn I need to decide whether I want to Terror or not. I think the answer is I do. So I don't want Grassy Glide breaking my sub. How bad is that into other stuff that wants to come out potentially? 3 Behemoth Blades using the Zacian, that could be relevant. It's just Ting-Lu. It's just the other thing here. I'm just not even sure if they. Okay, let's go for it. How many turns of terrain left? Yeah, I really want to get rid of this thing, so let's do this. I don't know if this Terra is correct or not, but I'm gonna go for it. Rillaboom is... Terra Zacian's interesting. Into Fairy. You're weak to Pecharunt now, which could be relevant later. I'm Fake Out immune because of Substitute, which is why I went for it. We're gonna see how this goes down. I guess this also covers for like a big play rough into. I have Protect on Rillaboom. Fascinating. Does this break sub? Doesn't. Okay. I mean, whatever. I just really want to get rid of this Rillaboom. I think the game opens up if we do. It's not even that big of a threat, but now they have Wave Crash recovery, so terrain is gone, almost gone, which is the big thing. All right, if you want to get your terrain back, which is what I don't want you to have, something's gonna have to take a Wave Crash. What's it gonna be? Is that Arceus ground? We're gonna find out. Okay. Also good to note that that play rough doesn't even break sub. That's why Unaware is so good. I am a bit scared of this Arceus though. I don't know what type that is. If it's ground, it's really good. It's not. Is it normal? I honestly don't know what to go for here. Arceus is just such a wild card, and I don't expect the extreme speed business on this set, although it's possible. It is normal. Okay. Earthquake, sure, maybe. What would you do? Would you switch out your Zacian? You could, and you could try to boost up. I could also substitute here, but I don't feel amazing about that with these two in front of me. I will Earthquake. We'll get some chip. Okay, it does just want to pivot out. That's fine. Incineroar back in, actually. Didn't expect this, but we take this, okay. I didn't want to get baited into a Protect. This is absolutely fine. It does do a lot. Okay, some damage. I think it's always a Protect here. All right, there are leftovers instant, which is annoying, but it's fine. They want to switch instant out, good play, but also whatever. They're playing well, but I think we are making progress. No more attack boost, which sucks, but I'm a Dondozo player, so I'm used to it. Yeah, I think this is potentially the right play into Rillaboom or something. But it's also fine. Sacred Sword. Because if we go down a timer, I think I should win. Actually, I don't want to go to timer, though. Because Pecharunt got low. I think I would win on timer, but I don't want to risk it. If it came down to it. So they could obviously fake out here. I don't know how much that would do for them. Is it worth substituting? I need to think about this. I don't think it would be worth it. Okay, so we'll do this. The thing is, I hate the train for them, but also, like, the train helps my Dondozo stay healthy. So it's kind of double-edged on their part. So they've revealed that their Rillaboom has Protect. I mean, that really doesn't do too much, huh? My turn's train left 3. Could go for a sub here. But I do think it's a good play. I will do it. And at this point, the Intimidates don't matter anymore. Because... Okay. That crit is annoying. to go down to a very low HP with Dondozo. Can't be faked out though, so that's good. I think we always wave crash the... This is getting scary. Felt really in control, but it is annoying. There's still a lot of game left to be played. I feel like this game might come down to timer. I'm always wave crashing the instant. Maybe I should have just done that last turn. Might have been better, but all good. Really? No, RC is actually okay. Does that break sub? No. Don't do enough, do I? Okay, I think I should protect this turn. What an interesting game. Okay, protecting Arceus isn't the worst thing. I might just Earthquake next turn, though. Like, if you want to switch into Rillaboom, be my guest, you know? I am not making a whole lot of progress, nor are they, though. And I feel like... Yeah. I feel like a lot of things, but we'll Earthquake. I would prefer to see Instant, but I know it's going to be a Rillaboom. Yeah. As it should be. I should break sub. Man, if we had got the poison from rolling the chain on Rillaboom on turn 1, would have been so much better. I am going to protect here. I think it's correct. I wonder if one of us will eventually make a big mistake that will be game opening. I don't know. I think I can win this if timer doesn't come into play, so I'm not gonna like try to bring it down to timer, if that makes sense. Now that the Rillaboom's gone far enough away, it might be worth starting to wave crash the Dondozo instead of the guy here. The other thing I could do is I could set up another sub, which I actually think I will do. Okay, that did literally nothing. Yeah. Okay. And now I think I'll just protect next turn. Although... Can I call an instant switch? When is it gonna be? Or even an Arceus. Would be this turn. I don't think so. I'll protect. Okay, cool. This is good. Glad I didn't attack. Protect, Grassy Glide, Fake Out. It's your last move. U-turn. Okay. So they do have U-turn. I'm faster than them, unfortunately. I don't know if Wave Crash into... U-turn breaks my sub. But it wouldn't matter, right? Because here, okay. Yeah, so I knew I wanted to get rid of this Rillaboom, and not getting rid of it is going to be a pain in the butt. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if it's Arceus or Incineroar. At least I got a poison on something. I don't know if they have Will-O-Wisp or not, but I'm not upset if they stay in. This could be Protect, but I don't want to Protect just... Yeah, we're gonna see Timer come into play here. No way. I have no idea if we're gonna win or lose on Timer, to be honest with you. I really don't. If Timer weren't in play, I would Wave Crash. I think I'm gonna use some time though. While Wave Crash, I'll go down to like 20. I really hope I win this game. It'd be annoying to lose this one. Fake out. Okay, so they just hard switch, which is kind of what I expected them to do. Rillaboom comes out. Okay, that literally doesn't matter because I'm unaware. So this next turn, I am going to take all the time. Grassy terrain and everything, all my leftovers and all this stuff is actually good because I want to go to Timer now. Yeah. We'll take it to Timer and we'll just see if we win. I have no idea. Like, I feel like I should, but it's gonna be really close. It will be. I do have 3 basically full HP Mons. We'll see. So the way Timer works, we'll explain this for people who might not know. I'm gonna take it down all the way to the very last second. Because I really want this to end now. Yep. I mean, I'm basically gonna have 3 full HP Mons, and like I know that they are pretty healthy too, but I just feel like they've taken more chip than me. The way the Timer works is there's 2 tiebreakers. The first tiebreaker is who has more Pokemon left. If those 2 are tied, which it is, it's 4-4 in this case, then the next tiebreaker is it totals up all the HP, and whoever has the most combined HP wins. With the chip on their Incineroar, and with the chip, like, they have some chip on my pet, they have some significant damage to my Pecharunt, yes. But with the chip I've got on their Incineroar, I've basically chipped all their Pokemons, I think we should win. Yeah, okay, GG's. That was tough. Kind of went how I thought it would go, but we take those. We take those. grab another one. Oh, it didn't update. That's so annoying when that happens. So I'm 10-3 right now. It just didn't update. Luans. We gotta win this one too. Gravity for the blades and the heat wave and stuff. Yep. Actually, pretty darn scary. How to handle this? You are definitely gonna get lead. And then it's what is after that. Pecharunt doesn't seem bad, dude. I could tear it. Miraidon, Dondozo, I think so. I mean, Tatsugiri, Dondozo, I think. So what I'm leaning towards is dropping Miraidon again and going with this. I just need to think about... Miraidon is good into some Pokemon. But I think I have to go like this because I'm never bringing like solo Dondozo like I did 2 games ago. Yeah. I'm blurring my games now. All right, I'll do this. I think I'm just gonna Terra, maybe get a screen up, maybe pull a Sucker Punch fast one. Turn 1 and see. But I do think poison could be effective here. Sableye Groudon indicates to me just straight up it wants to go for Blade Spirit Break. Or, excuse me. Gravity Spirit Break. That's fine though. I'm gonna Reflect. Terra. Poison Gas. And we'll just see. Like, with the defensive Terra plus Reflect, I don't think this is going to be doing a lot of damage if they're going for Gravity Blades here. Pecharunt's a very bulky Pokemon. We just get this up. There's Gravity. Now Poison Gas can't miss, which actually helps me, which is kind of funny. Support Groudon. Okay, didn't expect that one, not gonna lie. But that's fine. I'm gonna go for the same play. Except now I'll just Spirit Break. Okay, I didn't use a move. I didn't expect support Thunder Wave Groudon. It's not something I had on my radar. We're playing a lot of slow, grindy games today. That's for sure. All right, so we get the poisons off. The thing is, slow, grindy games kind of like favor Pecharunt, you know? It likes playing slow, grindy games. That's why I'm generally okay with it. Alright, that's a bit annoying that Grimmsnarl full pair there, but also totally fine. Could Encore me. But there are worse moves to be Encored into than Poison Gas. So I'll Spirit Break you. I'm not going to Protect yet, and I'm just going to get some damage down on this thing. Hex. See what happens here. Disables my Poison Gas. Fascinating. So we just got an RNG fest going on, basically. Okay. Roselli Berry's crazy, by the way. And so what this is doing, it's creating a very, very, very slow paced and grindy game. But the poison and Groudon, like, look. Like, you're dying. Like, yeah, you're stalling me out with a lot of full pairs, but at the same time, like... I think I'm the one gaining ground. To be honest. Okay. Spirit Break, please go off. Groudon, if you could hit yourself, it'd be funny, and I would appreciate it. Okay. It's not going to miss because of gravity, but again, I don't think it'll do that much damage. That Protect was a good play here. That actually does a lot. But it feels good to get rid of you. And meanwhile, this Groudon's taking a lot of poison damage. Starting to rack up. Chi-Yu? Do I have both my screens up? I don't. I just have Reflect. So we should obviously just go for a light screen here. Like, that's going to be pretty important to get up. And I have Poison Gas disabled, or I would go for it. Yep. So we'll go Light Screen, and we'll go Malignant Chain. Into you. Hope for a poison, and go from there. Alright, this is going to be important. Heat Wave is fine. Blades are also fine. Critical hit on Pecharunt. I'm actually not that upset about it as long as I get... If I could get like a poison for it, I would always take it. Okay, Malignant Chain is going to go off, which is great. So if this is Focus Sash, at least it guarantees break. It actually does a fair bit of damage. We do get the poison, which is lovely. Love to see it. Love to see it. Is Sun gone? Yeah. Which is great. So what I'm going to do is, I think the worst case scenario here would be Dondozo getting paralyzed. So I'm going to go into this. I'm going to hope I'm faster. I'm going to lock in a Wave Crash. What would I be waiting to stall? I don't even know. Oh, gravity is gone, which is good. Okay, that's what I wanted to stall. So, yeah, I'm going to lock in a Wave Crash to make sure we kill this. I'm going to go Tatsu. I think even with presumably Calyrex Shadow Rider in the back. Yeah, I could have Earthquake to get some chip on this thing, but the worst case scenario is Pecharunt getting poisoned. That's like the really bad one. Or not Pecharunt getting poisoned, what am I saying? Is Dondozo getting paralyzed. So I think I should be able to outspeed. I don't 100% know. Hoping. This is a big one for me. Outspeed. Yeah, cool. So no Thunder Wave for you. And they can't even defensive tear out of that realistically because of all the poison chip they took. And the only thing I'm worried about here is like Encore, disable Calyrex. So I will not be protecting. That would be probably a throw. Although they probably don't have it on this team if they had Sableye. But you never know. Alright. They haven't Terra'd yet, so in theory, this could be a defensive Terra. But I'm gonna Earthquake. There's a Dark Pulse. They might be going for Flinch or something. No, just Dark Pulse and Astral Barrage. No Flinch, please. Flinch is one way I potentially lose. Life Orb. Perfect. Big damage. And now Beads of Ruin is gone, so they should do less damage with Astral Barrage. Never protect or whatever. We don't want to lock an Encore disable stuff. I will Wave Crash. I think I will win no matter what. There is a world in which I lose, though. It would be like Astral Barrage crit into missing with Tatsugiri into all that stuff. So unlikely, possible. Pecharunt would also probably have to get paired a few times because they can't go for Astral Barrage in those scenarios. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. And let's also see where the fuck I am on the standings, because I've been winning. I don't know if anyone knows. Where's the thing? 22? Yo, what?